to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Boise State Broncos offense will take the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Man, and I think you come out, Palmer, and you say, I want to be aggressive early and maybe take a shot, but that's not the shot they were talking about.
No, and give the defense credit because they watched film too, and they knew this offense might come out and want to be aggressive, and they were ready on the back end that time for that. They came into this game hyped up, ready to go. Great individual effort by that defender getting the pick.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. The give from the gun. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Keene. It's caught. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 12-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Pressure coming. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Grabs it in the middle.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Unloads quickly. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They're going to ride this running back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He looks that one in nicely. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He makes the grab. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting a touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Gilliam. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Off play action. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Leaves it with the running back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Offense getting set for 1st down. He's got it on the right. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Dances away to buy time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fresno State will have to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Snagged on the outside, it's Genty. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. The quick out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
It's now 3rd down.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Broncos!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Gets open down the middle. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Fresno State right back to the line. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. He makes the connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Looking downfield, it's Keene. Quarterback now breaking the field. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
Linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Boise State 14, Fresno State 10.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Blasted as he lets it go. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football, made it easy for the defender to run underneath it, create an interception.
Final play of the quarter coming. Give to the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It's a draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Powers forward. Touchdown, Fresno State. They move on top here in the 4th.
Touchdown, Fresno State.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He'll do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, if they're going to come back and win this game, they need this guy's athleticism to take over, throwing it and running it. And a nice job there, David, of him understanding the situation, getting out of bounds to save some clock.
Yeah, get as much as you can, get out of bounds, because you can't have that clock ticking the whole time. Now, guess what? I can organize my next play. I can communicate it well. I don't have to be in such a hurry.
Touchdown, Broncos! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it on the outside, it's James. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Keene. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. The completion well past the sticks. And he's running in the open. He's at the 20. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run to the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
He's got it. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Number 0.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Number 46 sets a kickoff.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes his connection. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll throw it on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The lone back's got it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Boise State! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Boise State 28, Fresno State 24.
They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Keene. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Broncos! Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.